Elon Musk says too many game studios are owned by massive corporations, and so to solve this, he, Mr. Musk, the owner of Tesla, Neuralink, SpaceX, The Boring Company, and Twitter, the richest man in the world, he's going to use one of his companies that's currently worth $40 billion to make a game studio. If you guys didn't think that you could be smart and dumb at the same time, voila.
So I'm not gonna really speak too much. I'm gonna let my guy here do the talking for me. But I hope you guys can understand where like he's kind of coming from, and I hope you can like kind of open your ears to what he's talking about. And then I'll comment afterwards. I'm gonna go ahead and drink my soda. Draw my little drawings. I'm gonna go get my sketchbook, and I'm gonna have you guys, listen to what my guy right here has to say.
Obviously, this comment lacks a lot of self-awareness, right? Elon Musk saying he wants to make something less corporate is the equivalent of Diddy saying he wants to help abuse victims. It's like, let's do some self-reflection first, boys.
As I said, I'll comment at the end. Don't worry. Plus, I'm probably going to show you guys a little bit of my artwork. I want you, like, probably in the ending this, I want you to guess what my favorite video game characters are, or my favorite video game series is, with showing this. But as I said, I'll comment afterwards. I'll comment last minute. As I said, like with that, I'm probably gonna get comments being upset about what is being said, and just to let you know, I will be holding the comments. As I said, this is not no damn democracy. Some of you have a tendency of being a little bit hard-headed, so I'm going to hold them. But as I said, by all means, comment and let me know when showing my artwork. I want you to guess what my favorite video game series is. All right, cool. Let's continue.
Games are too corporate, specifically on the AAA side. I've talked about this. I just don't want to hear Elon Musk talking about it.
And with that being said, cue the grifters that come into my comments right about now.
This is not your fight. Go make some rockets or something. You're Mr. Moneybags. You don't get to speak for the little guy. But I want to talk about that last part, the idea of making games great again. It's such an old head mentality. It's just a side effect of being attached to the past. The kids playing games today, when they're 40 years old, they're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna say, man, when I was a kid, we had stuff like Cyberpunk and Elden Ring. These games today are trash. People do this with music, movies, everything. It's not a coincidence that all the dudes that push this narrative are like 40 plus years old. It's because they sit around and fantasize all day about the first time they jumped on a mushroom in Super Mario Bros. Elon Musk is out here putting thousands of hours into Diablo 4. To have the audacity to say games aren't good today, like, why are you investing all your free time into them then? That's psychotic.
So before I actually put my 2 cents into this, let me go ahead and show you the artwork I was doing. I want you to guess what's my favorite video game series. Let me know right now. I hope you guys like this photo. This photo is pretty cool, right? I really hope you guys like it, right? Oh, and I got another one right here that I did a while ago. A little nice drawing here. Look at that. Look at that. How you guys like that? So once again, guess my favorite video game series. I want you guys to guess right now. Now, in regards to this video, I kind of understand where my friend is coming from here. It's kind of weird that a guy who has no hand in the gaming industry has a lot to say about an industry he knows jack shit about. This is a guy who has a lot of money based on a lot of companies that are very successful, who had major failures in those companies. Especially there has been major ones, especially the ones like Tesla, SpaceX, and so on and so forth. But the idea that people think that games are not good today is really off. It's the exact same thing where people are like saying, oh, there are no good games today, which is absolutely off. That just means that people have weird taste and they need to open their horizons to a lot more. Things like Metaphor, Black Myth Wukong, especially Black Myth Wukong, who was a fucking hit. Elden Ring, this and even much more. Like I would say, like out of a lot of the other ones that I have, Ratchet and Clank Rifts Apart, like even ones to a point where, you know, other games. I think Dragon Age Veilguard was amazing. Indiana Jones right now is doing good. Then at one point, as I said, a lot of people have a tendency to lose listening to a guy, in my opinion, is probably one of the most dumbest guys in the world. This is a guy who, you know, has no opinion in the gaming industry, has no opinion in game making. He is just the guy who provides the money. He's not the genius behind it. He hires the geniuses. I would say more of the fact that this isn't something that he needs to be part of. I would say, like, if you want to stay with the SpaceX, you want to stay with Tesla, you want to fuck up Twitter, then by all means stay that way. But with gaming, I don't need Elon Musk in gaming. I don't need him to do gaming or try to take care of how the gaming industry is, when at one point you can't even go ahead and take care of your own children. That's fucking weird to me, especially when you gave one of your kids one of the dumbass spellings of their name. But that's just an insult. I just can't take a man who has no place in the gaming industry seriously to try to go ahead and make a gaming company. I don't care how many hours you have in Diablo or Elden Ring. It doesn't matter to me. The fact that you actually put in hours in Diablo 4, in Elden Ring, shows that you actually had some interest in games nowadays. But with that, as I said, just because you have this many hours doesn't mean you know anything about game design or game business in any type of area. That's my area. I know about game business. I know about game development. I know about all those because I actually studied and went to school for it. You didn't. So that's a weird thing for that. And the fact that, you know, people want to see this man put AI in gaming studios is absolutely weird. If you see games like Elden Ring and Black Myth Wukong, those had, you know, so many game developers put their heart and put their like minds to it, put the creativity into it, to a point where, you know, a lot of people loved the way it looks, a lot of people loved the way it plays, and they became like Game of the Year qualifying. Even right now, Black Myth Wukong is in the Game of the Year nominees. With that aspect, if you got rid of that and you add AI, all those aspects that you would love about Elden Ring and Black Myth Wukong, the beauty of the graphics, the gameplay, all of that, the story will be gone. So AI also has no place in the gaming industry. But that's just me where I'm at. And as I said, for me, I'm gonna need Elon Musk to keep his ass out of video games. No, the gaming industry doesn't need you. Stay with where you're at. You want to fuck up Twitter, you want to fuck up SpaceX, you want to go ahead and fuck up all the projects that you already fucked up, especially where you can't even focus more on fixing your goddamn brakes in your Teslas, then I don't need to see you fuck up the gaming industry. I'm sorry. No, keep your ass out of the gaming industry. Just straightforward.